This is the last video for the connective tissues. We're going to be talking about blood in this video. Blood and lymph are the only fluid or liquid connective tissues. Again, as far as lab is concerned, you just need to be worried about blood. Don't pay attention to chapter 17. This is not talking about your book. I think it's chapter 19 in OpenStax. I can't remember off the top of my head. But blood is the liquid connective tissue, and it has several different functions, and we'll talk about that when we get to the slide looking at the histology. The cells that you will find in blood are going to be the red blood cells, which are also called erythrocytes. The white blood cells as a whole, there's 5 different types, and you'll learn more about that when you get to the blood chapter. But the white blood cells, also called leukocytes, and then platelets, which are also called thrombocytes. The extracellular matrix is referred to as the plasma, and there are no protein fibers in the extracellular matrix. So it is a fluid tissue, and the functions vary depending on what cell you're talking about. Functions involve transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide and other nutrients and wastes in the plasma, and other substances in the plasma as well. There's also a protective function. We'll talk about that when we talk about the individual cells on the next slide. So here is a histological section of blood. The most numerous cells are going to be the red blood cells. So these are red blood cells, and they are unique because they do not have a nucleus, and you will learn why when you get to the blood chapter and you talk about the differentiation of the various cells. But the red blood cells are by far the most numerous of the cell types within the blood. Then we have and the function of the red blood cells is transport. So transport primarily oxygen, some carbon dioxide, but primarily oxygen is what's going to be transported by the red blood cells. And then white blood cells. So you have different types, so they look different. So the ones we're looking at here, it looks like 2 neutrophils and a lymphocyte. You don't have to worry about the individual names until you get to the blood chapter in Anatomy and Physiology 2. But for Anatomy and Physiology 1, you need to know that these are white blood cells, and the function of white blood cells is going to be protection, specifically immune protection or protection against pathogens. So those are the white blood cells. And then I just noticed that not labeled, but you also need to know, see these little bitty dots here? So the little bitty dots, those are platelets, or also called thrombocytes. And platelets are involved in blood clotting. So under normal circumstances, so like if you go and cut yourself, you want your blood to clot. So that would also be a protective function to stop blood loss. So as you can see, the platelets are very, very small, and that's because they are fragments of cells. They're not even whole cells. The red blood cells do not have nuclei, and they are the most numerous cells that you see in a blood slide. And the white blood cells are much less numerous, and you can also see nuclei, and they are going to be bigger than typically. They're going to be bigger than the red blood cells. And that is pretty much it for the blood.